Oh.
I'm okay with that, though. You can join the quadcast then.
Yeah.
You're too good for this.
Okay.
So the last pick was Pugna, actually, for crit as a position 4 in this game. So very interesting support duo, Undying Pugna. This is
heavy push.
I want to say that these heroes as a support duo have been picked together very few times in Dota's history. Because they have, like, no kill potential, more or less. They had no stun. They have 1 slow and decrepify, which is obviously now better than it used to be in the past. So it's something, but very unique support duo that you will not see very often compared to the other one with like Dark Willow Wyvern, which will be a lot more common in this day and age. We also have a Cowboy Ursa. So get ready for the Wild West. And yeah.
Yeah. What were you gonna go?
I got nothing else.
Like a Barnacle Undying? Except he's not a Barnacle. He looks like a crossover from last year and this year. But he's definitely this year.
Yeah, that's from...
He's the Underminer.
It's from one of these... it's from one of the chests, right?
It
from
is.
this year's TI.
It
Yeah,
is.
I believe so.
That's
a
why
new
it's
set.
covered
I
in,
have
like,
this one as well, yeah.
In green gems. Over time, when you are Undying, you hold on to things. Alright. Game! Lanes! Show us what we got.
Yeah, I think, so in this game, if LGD's laning stage goes pretty well, I think they're going to take this game just off the core matchups that they will have later. I think this has potential to be a great Spectre game after the laning stage if it doesn't get crushed. I find the Sand King to have good options in this game if he gets away with the laning too, and they did put the Clinks in mid, which I think is the right thing to do. Now, at the time, I didn't like the Clinks pick, and I still think it could turn into an Achilles heel, but under the circumstances that things go well for LGD in the first 10 minutes, Clinks can definitely play this game. So, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I will keep a very close eye on him. For now, I want to watch this bottom lane where Chalice as well as FY are doing their little loop rounds. They brought a sentry ward with them. No, actually, they brought 2 sentry wards down to this bottom lane for LGD. So they want to see where EG are getting their vision. For now, they put one of the obs in towards the mid lane. It's the same as LGD.
I feel like in this in the current games that we see this tournament, there's a lot of just mid ward from both teams.
Yeah,
it happens in so many of the games that both teams play some mid ward, and you just wonder when do we start seeing the minute 0 sentry wards come out in mid, to just even before the waves meet.
Does Fly run over for the other? Like, Charles can level Burrow Strike and get the stun timing right. He'll be able to get the stun over onto S4 with Bramble. Fly was still able to get the bounty rune, but it's first blood onto the Weaver. So, Evil Geniuses, is it going to be worth it?
Mathematically, it appears no.
They got 3 bounties. They gave away first blood, and the first blood went
the current gold
to the Willow.
lead is 70 gold.
Huge! Massive! Ridiculous.
And the experience lead is like 40 or 60, because killing a level 1 hero gives like almost nothing. They all got 20 XP. Sand King, Willow, and Wyvern got 20 XP each.
Chalice really wants to try and fight in this bottom. Here's that early fortification. Is this always Samael doing it?
It's the early glyphs that you see will in almost every game be the mid laners, but sometimes you save the glyph to do a tower dive in the enemy's safe lane. Like, for example, imagine this top lane, right? The Ursa Pugna. If you push into the enemy's tower and you're level 2 and they're level 1, a lot of the times you can glyph and just take advantage of the creep wave being in the tower for so long to go for a dive. This time around, obviously not going to be the case as it has already been expended mid. And well, Samael seems to be doing very well against Somnus. 7-2 against 2-0.
Yeah, all the lanes are going really, really well. The SK is getting nothing on bottom lane. He's finally having a creep wave push up so we can work with this. Samael's getting forced back a little bit, while up on top, Arteezy going in deeper, gets hit by the Splinter Blast. So low on life, but has a salve, so this is all intentional. But S4's gone 5-1 against the SK 1-0. It's been a rough world, and okay, Arteezy, he's actually running down X-Nova. Under the tower's a little bit more difficult, even though we got 4 of the swipes on. They are level 1s. Burrow Strike on bottom, heavy damage after the Weaver. Once again, they get the pop. Fly can't do enough to stop it. He ended up having to soul rip aggressively into Chalice. And
he's
actually,
dead too.
Yeah, Burrow
There's
Strike.
Mango.
There's Mango into Burrow Strike inside the tree line. And then from the realm, FY...
Oh, wait a second.
Where'd the damage go? You've got support arriving from S4. Fly still alive. He had 1200 HP. FY will be able to get the kill in return.
FY, that's not FY. That was X Nova on the picture, but sometimes that happens.
Oops.
No, I think FY didn't charge his Shadow Realm long enough. I feel like that should have been a kill right there.
Yeah.
But maybe there were a couple of extra stick charges from Fly that I didn't hear or didn't see at the time, and well, they do get the kill trade-off, so not the biggest of deals there. But still, this bottom lane for LGD, sure they're getting a couple kills, but Sanking CS is not looking too hot right now with the 4-0.
Okay, that's just, yeah, it's not looking great because he's been waiting for Caustic. He got Burrow Strike early on. He can't sit inside a Sandstorm because he's going to get decayed on the Sentry Wards in the lane. So it has to be Caustic lane presence doing his work. Crit's lane presence is great. Forced Arme out of the lane. While Somnus, he's feeling a little bit more intimidated to the double damage of Samael.
The really good thing that LGD have got going for them bottom that they've taken advantage of is how easy of a setup the Sanking Stun is for Brambles and how much damage the Brambles deal.
Oh, S4, great run around, using that extra movement speed of Shukuchi to find Chalice, and he gets him around, had the vision past the tree to attack into the SK.
Man, look at the CS. They're getting crushed in lanes. This is not even close right now. All of the lanes massively favoring EG. The top net worth hero on LGD's side is FY on Dark Willow. He has way more net worth than his cores.
He's got to stop being slowed down. He's running no boots Ursa. Just can't catch up.
They're
just
coming
yet.
in now, I think.
Is that what's on the
never
courier?
mind, that's Aquila.
Yeah, it is.
Look at the Aquila first.
Munch another Tango and then put that Wraith Band out of his backpack into his inventory would be nice. Now, Crit's the one being initiated on. Remember, he's got the Decrepify. Splitter Blast bounces out to Arteezy. Double the slows. And once again, we see Samael diving underneath towers as well. He is right on top of the tier 2 tower. So deep. At least there's the mischance uphill from Somnus.
He's keeping Somnus from CSing, basically. He just zoned him off half a wave under his tower. It's very aggressive moves. He's not too scared of the TP rotations, even if they were to be successful once. Look how much damage he's done already.
And it's Wyvern as well as a Willow that's going to come in and like...
Oh, top lane.
Probably confident enough to dodge the Bramble. Spec
He's
able
okay.
to move into the trees thanks to the Spectral Dagger. And S4 and Fly, they found their target. FY try to get cute, try to get aggressive. We'll have to go into the Shadow Realm. S4's got another jump in 2 seconds time. Bramble, S4 actually walks into it with a fall Burrow Strike. Who's really the cute one?
That was a bit of a mistake there from S4. He didn't die, he has a lot of regen, and we'll be grabbing. Looks like they got 3 of the 4 runes, EG, so now a 2k gold lead minute 5. And this is with no tower taken and 1 kill down. Just raw creeps.
And the one they put all the farm into is the mid laner. Like, the hero we did not see being a real factor in the last game for LGD. Of course, we have changed who's playing it. But at the same time, he's up against Samael's Tiny, who's just having an absolute field day. And they're going again up on top. Decrepify, Blast, it's the Winter Wyvern who's the primary focus. And Arteezy just rips him apart. Then onto bottom lane, they just don't stop there. There's LGD looking for their own revenge, getting the Cursed Crown onto S4. The Fly stands true. A lot of stick charges. As the decay builds up, it's a target you just do not want to try and kill.
Yeah, they don't have enough damage to kill this hero in this lane. It's the Weaver or nothing. And going on the Weaver is a bit tricky too, a lot of the time with the Soul Rip back up. Fly, is he going to try for this?
Crit's having another crack up on top.
It's not happening. Oh, he keeps going!
Wait, he's actually going in?
Oh, I got him!
It's a decay?
Wait, what? How's that enough?
It's a level 2 decay?
50 damage plus 4 strength. Oh, it's against a strength hero too. Yeah, it just barely. That was really close.
You want to do the math, don't you?
Yeah, but because he's a strength hero, it deals more damage, right? Because he gets more health per strength. So that was pretty much on the edge. Great kill from Fly. I didn't think he was going to get that one.
I suppose there's one upside. FY gets a full bottle refill, but now S4 comes aggressive again. Shukuchi through. Maybe thinks twice about it. And Klinks is moving. Somnus is coming down to the bottom lane. They've been so aggressive. S4 Shukuchi's forward, and Somnus, he's going to be ready to open up with a Burrow Strike. That's a quick and easy kill onto the Undying. They don't have enough damage normally, but with the effect of Somnus, there is Arme through the tree. He gets over. The Splinter Blast and the Arctic Burn slow up Arteezy so much, and X-Nova shows why he's such a great pick against the Ursa.
Yeah, 2 slows, and later on the Cold Embrace will be very useful.
Are they trying to actually get him to dive? Like FY TP'd into the tree line, probably hoping that Arteezy would commit, but they're salving up before they'll give that a crack. Well, they see Spec. Observer and Sentry is down, so Crit, Curse Crown, Spectral Dagger, slow him up. Splinter Blast available, Arteezy has to walk away. The Bramble, instant hit onto the Pugner, he starts his TP. They need the damage piece to crepify it up. Never able to connect from Dark Willow.
They have 2 stuns in their lineup, and, well, technically Terrorize as well, I guess you could say. And only one is available.
Through the trees! Arteezy's trying to cut his way through. The Curse Crowns on him. They're trying to isolate, but Ame cannot take another hit. 6 points, or 6 stacks of the Fury Swipes. Now it's FY. He's got no abilities left. The slow on Arteezy will wear off. 2 seconds till Spectral Dagger, and that may not be enough. He's still got 6 charges, so 1 hit was all it was going to take from Arteezy. FY stands his ground, but Arteezy, he's a bear, he's a beast, he's a man.
Damn. They set him up for that real hard. I think he just got 2 kills that he just took full-on advantage of the little bit of space that they gave him to go for that. That's just such a great reward. Getting 2 kills in that situation. He leveled up to 6 at the same time, so he could enrage off the Bramble, and...
Oh, they're going after Fly.
Not very much going right for LGD in this game right now.
TP in from the Dark Willow. They're going to start with the Cursed Crown. Searing Arrows will be doing more than enough damage, and the Bramble's right on the money, and they're going to give the kill over to... went to FY. I don't think that was intentional. He had 2 cores next to it.
He's almost their carry, so why not?
Well,
boost him up.
He's got 2.3k net worth. He's just behind that of the Clinks. Ahead of both Spec and the SK, so yeah, he actually technically is Willow turn carry. They're giving him the mid lane against Samel. He's probably the only one that can survive, thanks to the Shadow Realm.
Clinks will be fine there as long as he has Death Pact running, but when the creep expires, he can actually die. Oh, seeing a bit of a stun into pause.
Hold the phone.
Creative.
Weaver's still got time lapse, so he's absolutely fine here. It's just Chalice trying to be a nuisance. It's
the question is if Chalice is fine.
It's
it's
the top lane where the issues are coming in. So they saw where the Spectral Dagger went. They probably know that Ame's farming on the side. Arteezy has no way to move off the lane, but Phase Boots are coming off cooldown. So maybe Fly feels like he can at least be an absolute nuisance to Ame. And yeah, Chalice is back.
It's really low.
And X-Nova's taken to the trees.
We have the same situation as last game. PSG are jungling two carries. Both the Clinks and the Spectre are hitting jungle creeps. This looks real grim right now. It's a massive lead to have right now.
9.5 minutes in, your advantage is 4k. X-Nova just burned a smoke. Chalice is running away on the bottom lane. S4, 1 attack with Geminate. It's just not enough, but they find the Wyvern on top lane. Body block, slow him up, Fly comes over. Everybody get involved. You can at least get the Fury Swipe stacks up. And then, boom, down he goes.
Hey, he bought himself 4 seconds there at least. Wasted a bit of time. Might as well, right? If you're going to die there, just keep them busy.
Now 10-minute bounty, we're in Somnus. He doesn't even try and grab it.
EG so get all 4?
Full bottle charges as well for their side laners, S4. And he's even just letting it sit there. Somnus never ran for it. Creeps in the lane are obviously worth more than the 10-minute bounties to him. But he may want his life. That's an Invis rune. Tiny walks, point blank range, avalanche toss, throws it back into Fly, and with the Decrepify blast, it got the Invis reveal on him thanks to Dust. EG come armed to the teeth. They claim their bounty. Oh, crit. Take a little bit of damage. X-Nova's not even 6 yet. Like, he's a level 4 Wyvern 10 minutes in. It's, like, there's no counter to this team fighting at all from LGD. They don't have the damage output from a Clinks. Dark Will is kind of your only one to do it. Maybe with the Burrow Strike in from Chalice, FY. They just have to heavy man it up, and they will be killing off Samel. Spectral Haunt.
I think they really want a Spectre to get that kill.
They're trying to chase for another one. They're going up after Fly now. Chalice, with the boots, he has the movement speed only because the Spectral Dagger was slowing him up, but Arteezy comes in, Tombstones drop a double Burrow Strike, but now Terrorize gets them to run away. Epicenter from Chalice will slow them during the run, and FY looking for that extra damage, but he's getting drained out by Crit. This is their carry. This is the man who's going to the Shadow Realm right now. He cannot do so. No powers of Yu-Gi-Oh! Belong to him, and hey, this looks like a rinse and repeat. X-Nova, 8 Fury Swipe stacks. for Arteezy to get that kill, and he'll come over for another one. SK's in the neighborhood, but maybe not that much. Somnus does a hell of a lot of damage with these searing arrows, and he sows up just in case, combining with the stick charges and with the Clinks, who's dusted up. They can see where he moves. Fly tries to help. He's got some stick charges, but Somnus tries to juke it on the high ground. Up, then down. Sumail makes his movement over with the blink dagger, but he's too far away, and the invis detection is now gone.
S4 is like, oh, there's a fight. That's great. And he's just almost got a full tier 2 tower in the bottom lane.
Bye, Fly.
Oh, it's something. But the top 4 net worths are on EG 12 minutes in. And when this game started, we were skeptical about this for LGD, how greedy it was having this Clinks and Spectre together, and that they needed to do okay in lanes to transition into mid-game. And right now, the lanes went beyond awful.
Yep. Burrow strike on towards the mid, and on bottom lane, S4 was trying to dive underneath the tower. Somehow still got himself back out to safety after the Cursed Crown triggers. And Arteezy's just looking at Roshan. Right now it's an intimate moment between Arteezy and Roshan of, hey, you know what's coming, man. I'm just waiting for Tombstone.
Yeah, gonna use the Tomb to tank some attacks for him. Setting up the zombies nicely. It's a pretty cool pairing of heroes to kill Roche with. I don't think I've seen it done like this, if ever, then at least not for quite a while. It doesn't come to mind as a classic combo. It's pretty smart though. All the zombies take 2 hits each, so you just let them stack up a little bit and then go for it.
Straight into the fight. You just got the Aegis more. Nice terrorize. Pugna's gonna fall, and FY just goes in deep. Sumail will fall too. Arteezy wants to fight. Remember, he doesn't have Blink Dagger. This happened so early on that the Blink Dagger is coming, but it's coming on the Courier. So they weren't fully ready to engage, but Sumail felt an opportunity.
Well, again, I'll repeat myself from before. It's something.
It's something.
But LGD are going to need a lot more of this. Now, Haunt is going to come off cooldown in 15 seconds time if Ame stays alive. He looks okay. S4 did not want to commit to that one. He had no Scarabs ready. He had Swarm
without the Swarm, it's not a kill.
It's a kill with the Swarm, probably. But, yeah.
Observers and Sentries give him so much confidence on this bottom lane. Able to Shukuchi away before the Brambles having its effect on him.
I think they should just deny this tower.
Wow,
it
Fly
will
just
fall
goes
inevitably.
in.
But they're baiting them, actually.
They get rid of the Observer. What? Fly. Well, okay, goodbye, Clinks. And Exnova has to take to the sky. Down and away from Fly's Tombstone. FY can take the farm if he wants to. And Clinks didn't just feel like he felt safe inside of his base, but that was the reveal of the Blink Dagger from Arteezy. Good pick off to get with it. And S4 just wants this tower. Cursed Crown stun. S4 gets away, and the tower will be denied up by Ame. And they'll have to deny up the middle tower as well. Arteezy's creep skipping on the top, but the mid tower, the blast, 18 HP, killed off by Pugna. They're losing so much real estate now, LGD.
That's 1 tower left. Minute 15, they have 1 tower left. And they're probably going to lose all 4 bounty runes again here. Or maybe not, they can at least fight for this one.
Yeah, you got a little bit of help in the form of Pugna. Only gets a blast off.
Oh, they got one.
They got one. And there's still 2 up on top. But Arteezy's making his way over for it now.
Yeah, he's probably going to grab both of these. It looks like LGD are interested in taking a fight bottom still.
I don't know how you do it. Like, it's a level 7 spec. He's about to hit level 8. 1 point up in dispersion. It feels so weak. Like, FY's level 10. This is this is your carry.
Yep, he has Vessel soon. So that's cool.
That's something. That's something.
This game is still within the realm of possibility, but EG need to drop the ball big time, take 1 or 2 bad fights, and then if Spectre comes back, they'll be fine. But
they have their opportunity on bottom. They have Dust available as well. S4's going to reveal himself into a Terrorize, so no time lapse available, but with the Spectral Haunt, they ensure the kill. Fly was in the neighborhood. Ame's trying to run over there, but they focus the Tombstone to begin with. But while this is going on, Crit's taking the top tier 2 tower. So no matter how much LGD commit to getting something on this map, there's always the trade-off from EG.
It costs. But it's still a big kill to get that Weaver. Who got the last hit on it?
Goodbye, Xnova. Oh, he gets a curse.
Yep, goodbye indeed. It's just going to fly away. Good call.
I don't know if he can. Crit dies in the meantime. Nice searing arrows from Somnus, finding Fly, and he really just lays into him. The Dark Willow dies up on the top lane. Sumail once again strikes. Haste Rune, Blink Dagger. And he's practically finished up his Echo Saber. I say practically, he's short by 200.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to solo kill 3 of the heroes on the dire side, I think. If Klinks doesn't have a creep, he dies. Wyvern definitely dies. Actually, Willow has a lot of health. He might not be able to one-shot the Willow if the Shadow Realm is ready. It's gonna be a close call.
Once the Spirit Vessel's done, and then he can move into the Eul Scepter, then it's even more disable and control.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit longer.
Baby steps here for LGD right now, I think. One thing at a time.
He's like the only one finding kills in these fights because he comes in with such high burst damage. Like, there's still 360 max damage from the Shadow Realm. But that tilts over a lot of these heroes.
It's still, it doesn't, like I said before, it doesn't feel like the game is over. It's, out of many games we've had with a 10k lead at this time, this feels like one of the ones that is the most in reach. And the reason it is that LGD has really good team fight and strong late game. So if EG mess up,
if they can continuously get these pickoffs like we've seen LGD doing, like mid lane, Dark Willow gets attacked and he's going to go into the Shadow Realm, gets the Cursed Crown onto S4. And there's a lot of heroes from EG there. Like, this is happening while Arme's farming up the bottom lane. And he still doesn't know what he wants to build. Like, yeah, you'd love a Radiant. I think he probably still needs the Blade Mail, but does he even survive long enough to make the Blade Mail useful? Mid lane, there's your jump. So FY thought he was fine, but Sumail kills him.
Alright, he still kills him. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what Ame does, because I think it's very telling of their mentality in the game. When you're in this stage with Spectre, Spectre's item says what the whole team is thinking. Or they don't talk to each other and he just buys whatever he wants. But more than likely, they're talking.
Yeah.
They're like, what do we do?
Yeah.
And
how do we build this?
Blade Mail means we want to try to fight now and get something done and hope EG takes a bad fight where the Blade Mail makes the difference. Radiance is, alright, full turtle mode. We're going to play super defensively until we get ready, and then we'll try to take a fight.
That decision may also just be based on how EG played the tempo. Because at the moment, he's just waiting for money. X-Nova's got the Observer and Sentry up on top. Fly triggers up the dust. They're looking for Somnus. That's why Sumail's got the double damage room, but Nova, he can probably cold embrace. No, he can't!
Double damage on Tiny is always funny to see.
Ooh, Klinks having the life force drained out of him. Somnus will be able to finish his TP. And Arteezy's hoping for a jump in towards the mid onto Chalice, but that will not be coming to fruition.
Chalice is getting his big item soon. The Blink Dagger is a game changer in this game. If they will be able to change it, that will be the item that does it. They need a good epicenter. They have the setup for it. They have the Curse, the Winter's Curse, and they have the Terrorize that can possibly set him up for great epis, so it is doable.
Where are you off to, Crit? He's actually coming in through the bottom, but Somnus has the information with the Observer Ward. That's why they're trying to run over and try and kill off Sumail, but Somnus, he can just go after Fly. That's the easier pick-off. Terrorize, well off target. Sumail's already running away. No, it's actually on target.
Now he's running the other way for 1 second.
Back onto the Sentry Ward. They saw S4 arrive. And they need to move further up, but this is the vision around EG. They have the Observer and Sentry up. Here comes Sand King. Blink Dagger is intact. Time-lapse already being used by the Weaver, and he actually has information onto Chalice. Now, no one's there to cop the epicenter. Finally gets one pulse and a Burrow Strike into Ursa, but it's an enraged Ursa, and he's running out of teammates to do the damage. Sand King, yeah, he knows. He's in range, barely. And goodbye. 3 heroes down without buyback, probably about to be 4. In fact, it is. S4 gets the chase down onto FY. And the one man who's still alive with 2.9k gold has a decision to make.
He's going Radiance, I'm pretty sure, at this point.
I don't know if he can. Like, if they push high ground now...
If he wanted a combat item, he would have bought it before this fight. This was a really important fight, and it's very telling that he didn't buy Yasha or Blade Mail.
He's out so far. He's trying to find the farm. Everyone's dead. Fly and S4 rotate over, so start with the K. They get the swarm onto him, so the armor is starting to drop. He's got 8 wand charges. They'll come under the tower with the minions to fight with it. So he'll get rid of the people to start with, and the curse from X-Nova. Create space, get rid of the bloody skeleton, turns around and Fly is very, very low. Chalice, the Burrow Strike comes in. S4's forced to time-lapse out. They do lose Fly once more. That's now his 8th death of the game. While in mid lane, Klinks is being chased down. Arteezy and Crit working together, but Somnus, he's got the legs on him. Doesn't have the meat, but has the legs. Because they're only bones.
EG are still building their advantage more and more and more. They got all the 20-minute bounty runes, I believe, so that's another big influx.
Yeah.
But they haven't managed to kill Ami more than once this game, and that's kind of the saving grace for LGD right now, is that the Spectre, it feels like they have something to hold on to. If he does get there, it will be big. Arteezy gets the bash.
He's looking for it.
And
Somnus,
Terrorize.
he moves up, he turns around, and Enrage is going to wear off, and they just rip him apart. Hey, Somnus got the kill. It wasn't FY, but S4's taking tier 3 down bottom line.
It would have been really good for them if Ami got that kill. That would almost have been... That would have been the relic.
It would have been the relic. But they give him the bottom lane farm instead.
EG, I mean... It feels weird saying this, because conceptually, almost every game is totally over at this point, but I feel like they still need to be a bit careful. They're getting a little bit reckless. Hey. They're giving away quite a lot of kills. They're splitting up maybe a little bit too much, or not reinforcing the correct heroes, and LGD, when their cooldowns are ready, they find a kill here, they find a kill there, they get a Radiance, and then one bad team fight. That's all I'm saying. One bad team fight. If LGD cut this lead from 13k down to 7...
Fly gets out of the bramble. He was doing some counter warding, and Observer Sentry's down. EG has all the information. They do burn Tombstone. Charles, the tree toss, it connects. He's got Burrow Strike off cooldown, and he's got to use it right now to get the distance away from the blast. And, oh no! The Centaur!
I couldn't blink because of one Tombstone zombie.
Yep, it stayed on his tail the whole way.
And it got the kill in the end, too. Oh, that
It wasn't even the Centaur. Like, the Centaur could have denied it.
Yeah.
But a one Tombstone worth of damage, and say goodbye to X-Nova. It has not been his day. 0-6-6.
They got to press the advantage here. They could get a possible lane of Rax, or at the minimum this tier 3 tower.
No fortification available.
Nope.
That tower's one hit away from death. Tiny just has to be in range to toss something at it. And they've got it, so maybe it's worth a denial from LGD.
A lot of respect being shown there by Sumail. Not going for the last hit on the tower in that situation.
Oh, they actually didn't deny it. FY had every opportunity to do so.
He could have definitely tried for it. But blast from crit. He's also blasting out mid now, starting to deal serious damage to these range barracks in that mid lane.
Somnus is looking for the kill on him. His skeleton walk will wear off. And already back at Roshan, Arteezy and Fly doing what they do good. Back in again, and boom, goodbye Roshan. Cheese for S4.
Yep.
Aegis for Arteezy.
S4 looks to be building in toward a Lincoln Sphere against the Sanking Stun. It's been a pretty annoying mess to deal with for him this game, so if he can solve that issue, he will have to be Splinter Blasted first, or they have to break the Lincolns with Curse or Cursed Crown, and that's already a key spell out of the window just in order to land a Sanking Stun, so probably feels pretty good about buying this item in this situation. Ame again.
Yeah, the Observer and Sentry saw S4 coming over, and he will TP out of the tree line unless Sumail goes for blind, but Blink is on cooldown,
okay,
so we can't reach him.
Here's the challenge for Ame.
Uh-huh.
How do you buy the relic?
Oh, hello, Arteezy. Potentially goodbye, Arteezy. Never able to enrage. They break the Aegis Immortal for little to no cost.
Yeah, that cost them nothing.
And double TP's out. Arteezy, he'll need a first hit, bash. Never even got a paw swipe.
Need a hit to begin with.
They found a target. It's going to be the Pug, no? And no, they don't. They didn't find anything.
I'm so, like, how does Spectre? Oh, wait, they used the enemy courier, or the yeah, okay, sure, the enemy shop.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting. They bribed the enemy courier. Hey, man,
it's flying over the Radiant Obs and Sentry. I think the ping came up from LGD. It's like, yo, guys, they can see that.
We know they have vision. And you get me this relic, okay?
Up, avalanche toss.
That is
don't
fine.
Get the toss.
He is fine, actually. There's no more detection.
S4 is looking for a better target, or the easier target, which is X-Nova. One hit with an extra spray of the arc. And he drops by 50%.
20,000 gold. Well, according to Dota Plus, Toby, it's a 94% win rate now for the Radiant side, so it's definitely...
It was 18% 3 minutes ago.
What was it, 80?
It was 18%.
Oh, for the Dire.
For Dire.
Yep. Those bounty runes, man, and that Aegis, which they kind of didn't get to use for anything, but still have a cheese. Makes a big difference for the prediction for this game. But once this Radiance lands...
Oh, God. They have a BKB onto Arteezy.
That is a very big item this game.
He looks totally unstoppable if he jumps. And you've even got a Dagon level 1 on the Pugna. They're just going to nuke everything down. And a double damage on a Tiny. Sure, why not? Everything, including the kitchen sink and the jump forward. He goes for it. There's that BKB. And deleting FY from the game. You'll have to buy back, but that's that 10-second BKB. Wears off in 1. Fortification keeping their racks alive. The double damage from Summel. So there's another 10 seconds left. And now FY terrorizes. Get the hell out of my home is what he's trying to say. Charles is waiting. Blinks in. Burrow Strike catches out on 2. Needs to back off once again. He didn't bring in the Epicenter and fly in so deep. They'll get rid of both the Tombstone plus the Undying. LGD's Rax is alive, but S4 back in again underneath the Sentry Ward. They'll take the range and they'll look for the melee. Good Burrow Strike. S4, he's got cheese. He'll use that first. Not the time lapse and just Shikuchi's through Chalice to find the kill. Double kill for Somnus. So there was the revenge before the time lapse was used. But a full lane of Rax on the bottom. The range Rax lost in mid. LGD's home is in trouble, but hilarious enough, only a 20k advantage remains after that.
The only hero they bought back was the Dark Willow, so they didn't really lose much in the way of gold, but they lost a lot in the way of potential gold now, because these lane creeps are going to be really annoying, less valuable. So, well,
yeah.
I think a big thing in that fight for LGD was just... Oh, hang on.
Nice timing. They're going to drop the Nether Ward, but that's...
He's dead.
That's... Ooh.
Yeah,
okay.
Did you know that Pugna has 5 armor if it doesn't buy any items that give armor? And you die. Speaking of that, that was a really quick reaction from FY.
Yeah,
but
he's inside the Bramble too. Maybe he can get a root onto Ursa, but he can't outrun it. The slow.
So the fight in the Dire base, what was really important for EG was that Arteezy got such a good jump. He got the first quick kill with the Basher, and he forced Sankin completely away. So he kind of got a kill and a half almost in terms of that fight. Wyvern was not in the base. I was going to say, that's the counter they have to this BKB Ursa, is to try to curse him. Either curse him during Enrage, or curse him next to the Tiny, who had the double damage. But Wyvern was not in position. And Somnus was out in the jungle eating a creep with Death Pact. So actually, LGD were just not ready. They were not even in position to defend that lane of barracks.
Somnus, I think he just got himself a free kill. And he sees Fly. He reacted a little bit slower to it, so Fly can come underneath the tier 1 tower for safety. But it's a little bit more blind on the map for Evil Geniuses. Their wards starting to time out. They actually don't... In fact, if I see correctly, they don't have a single Observer ward on the field. Just a couple of sentries, but at least they can see where Chalice is. The Curse is there. Tiny will do almost no damage to Arteezy. So a Curse being wasted. And no follow-up because they already put the Lincoln Sphere onto the Ursa. Yeah,
that's a pretty key cooldown, actually. This Curse is going to be important in the coming fight for LGD to try to hold on.
They're coming high ground.
Yep, they're going in.
Spectral Dagger. There's a melee Rax in the mid. Klinks is just cutting through.
First tower of the game!
Yeah, doing it in Klink style. Back behind the creep wave. No backdoor protection for tier 1 towers available. And they even have the fortification to slow it down. And FY, nuked, gone, deleted.
Key kill again. Finding FY like they have with Arteezy and Sumail in these situations really opens up the fight a lot.
Yep. Somnus really wants to go. There's your Burrow Strike. Lincoln Sphere triggers instantly, and Arteezy capitalizes. Somnus, he's protected by the Cold Embrace, but they're draining out the magical damage. The protection does not last. The melee Rax is gone now, and they're rotating towards the top, e.g. the slow march to a 2-0 victory over LGD.
Klinks has buyback, and Willow is up in 15. This is their absolute last chance at the fight. Curse will be available when Willow spawns. EG, what do they have? No Aegis, no Cheese, and no BKB on Arteezy, so they might still respect this and just back off.
They're going to be so happy about this.
Get all 4 bounties again.
Klinks' Scythe is so heavily delayed because of this now.
Yeah, that's a really big buyback to expend.
That's why they were giving him space. That's why they had him out in the Radiant jungle farming up. They want to have his Hex. They want to have something against this Ursa warrior that they can lock him down before the BKB takes effect. And it's just taking forever to reach it.
Yep.
Same thing with Arme. Like, he's... Like, it feels confident for him to try and go for a Manta style here.
I think at this point with Spectre, you have to be ambitious.
Yeah.
You gotta get the most cost-effective item that you can get, and the Manta is... I mean, maybe you could buy a smaller item like a Blade Mail, but Blade Mail sucks against Ursa. That's the problem. Else I think he would buy it. But it's like... Ursa enrages, hits you, doesn't care. Takes like almost no damage during enrage, so you probably have to get this. What is the next item I can get that has like good components and will really change my game? And the Manta is that item, and the Yasha is that value.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else you should buy. I don't see anything better, to be honest. There's nothing that will do what a Manta will this game.
Definitely seems rough. Roshan's going to spawn up potentially soon. 37 seconds until the possible spawn time. Radiant already burning their scan, feeling the people are sitting up on the hill. The scan did trigger on Somnus. But the Spec is making the most of it. This is her strength, right? You can join the fight from anywhere on the field, which means you can be very, very efficient with your farm timing. And EG, maybe they don't have the timer because he doesn't even possibly spawn for 15 seconds. They're looking real early.
Yep.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, you've
weird.
got Chalice as well as FY running escort.
They feel like they've had enough. They're just going to go top. Well, going to be some good damage coming in from the Nether Blast. It gets pinged out, so they do know that crit is here, and defense needs to come in quickly. This is going
It's arriving for FY. They need to clean up the mid lane.
Tombstone
The mid lane
provision.
creeps allowed them to just work it out, and there's your jump in! Wyvern has to instantly buy it back. The Curse Crown is on Arteezy, so he'll be stunned off as his Enrage wears off. Chalice, the Terrorize, trying to force Arteezy to run back in. They put the Lincoln Sphere on him as well as the life from crit. So also stay in the world. The tower has 12 HP, but Arteezy focuses on the kill. Then the tower. So Spec goes down, buy back. Now you go into the Spectral Horn in the back lines. The Pugner is so low, the Radiance Burn was able to find the kill there. Crit sacrificed all of his life to give more Samel. S4. They walk. Nice, quick Shadow Realm. Somnus was giving extra information. Then the Bramble. They look over towards Fly with the Dust as well. No way to really hide in this. And Fly, well, they give him the Lincoln Sphere. They try and protect him, but the Curse Crown, it does not block it. So they'll kill off the Death Tombstone. Take the 2 hero kills. And Roshan opens up. Your tier 4 towers are taking damage, but right now you can't let him have Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Orb, and Somnus has the double damage rune. Swarm will come in. EG need to be able to contest its Epicenter. Chalice, I'm waiting for it. The Burrow Strike comes forward, but then the Curse. It's only Weaver beating into an enraged Ursa, and Samel hits the backlines onto Somnus. LGD, I thought for a moment they had it, but I thought wrong. LGD, they actually get a couple of kills. I don't think wrong. FY in through the rear. And Armay strong enough to stand his ground and fight. Maybe not for much longer. S4 still alive and Crit just Dagons him. Remember me? I'm part of this game too. Four heroes down for LGD.
What an absolute mess that fight was.
Yeah, I want to watch that back in
chaos.
slow motion. What the hell just happened?
You know, Wyvern has really good intentions with that curse, and it kind of has to curse, I think, because else if he doesn't curse, the Spectre just dies, but I think he chose the wrong target.
Oh, God. Crit's coming in for the racks. The tier 4 towers are going down because they knew it. They knew they had to commit so heavily to try and contest Roshan. It was that or the game was bust. And it's easy work for Crit, as well as S4. No one to really defend it. He'll Burrow Strike through. The Tombstone's down for Fly. He can terrorize them back. Defensive Yule Scepter, actually. Oh, okay. Dagon does a great job. You can say goodbye to the SK, and I think this game is done.
He cast Epicenter under the Nether Ward. That hurts quite a lot, too. Yep, that's Megas. What does Mr. Jota Plus say? 99%, Toby. There's still hope.
Is there 100% when the Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher all go to Arteezy, which he's now going to
I would
now?
say that probably pushes it to 100. We'll see. I'm curious about this.
Watch the bar. Watch the birdie.
The bar.
Somnus is still dreaming. He needs 600 gold to get 500 gold to get his sight.
91. Alright, sorry, 99. 91? They lost 10% chance of getting...
Well, there they go. Oh. He can sell off his scythe. Oh, he can kill Fly! He can kill Fly!
Not anymore.
Yeah, okay, not anymore. He's coming way too close towards S4.
Yeah, that hurts.
Hex is up! Now's the time!
I got Hex, guys!
The dream! The dream is a reality!
Oh, they do a buyback on the Willow.
S4's underneath the Sentry Ward. And the Observer, they have good information. They do not have Epicenter. And they almost didn't have Arme. Blink forward from Arteezy. Looking for his target. Jump into the back lines. And there's Clinks. And the damage. They still don't kill off the Pugner. They'll Soul Rip him back up. Somnus is on the run. The Terrorize. He'll buy a little bit of space. But Tiny, actually the Curse Crown. Somnus is able to outrun this. Chalice, of course, did die for the cause. Undying. Oh, Arteezy, stop hitting him. Too late. X-Nova lets the Splinter Blast go. So Undying will buy back to be part of this fight once more. Samale did actually go down to FY, but the throne is under attack. Somnus, you can't see, he's trying to get the Death Pact so he can come back out and come back in and try and fight. They're trying to get rid of the Nether Ward too. Arteezy, Curse Crown's on him. Somnus. Alright. Well, he finds another target. That's the dieback of Undying. He won't get back into this engagement. But so much time is wasted. The game is done. They're delaying the inevitable. GG, well played. A 2-0 victory for Evil Geniuses, and that is the dream run for them in this group stage. They now go 9-1 for Group A, and they push them down even harder.
They look like they have a lot of good solutions and a lot of good ideas, and just know how to play lanes. And I would say, out of the games we've cast together, I think this game is almost the perfect example of how much you can win lanes and how much it can matter. Because I think EG built a really early on. LGD took some pretty good fights, actually. They just had... The game is so hard, man. Like, from minute 10, this game is so hard.
It's like, why does my draft hurt me so hard?
Yeah, you need to do everything right. You need to wait. You need to avoid ganks. You need to see moments. You need to accept that you lose Roche 3 times in a row. Like, you have almost no tools to work with, and it feels like LGD just got that little bit too greedy. I think the Klinks pick, again, is what I want to come back to, because they opened with Spectre, which is a greedy safe lane carry that needs space, needs time to get online and get something done. I think you need a faster pace mid. I think you need a classic maybe hero. Get him one of his heroes that, like, I guess Storm was banned. But, you know, that type of hero.
There's still other options in the pool.
Get stuff done,
Yeah. Anyway.
They could have picked him a Tiny.
That would have been nice. I think anything would have been nice than what we really got at the end of the day.
They still fought.
They fought very valiantly.
They fought very hard. And even, you could hear, I was being genuine. Like, I was looking at that game. They're 15k down. It looks really hard, but it's doable. It was doable. Almost all the way until the end. They started
coming back. Like Klinks started getting picks. At least Klinks was a factor in this game. Unlike game 1, Klinks actually did something. But you're right. It's like everyone was trying to wait for something to happen, and they were never setting the tempo of the game. It was EG. It was their push. It was Pugner attacking. It was Ursa being aggressive. It was just EG's game.
And it was a 20-minute, I think it was a 20-minute Blink Dagger on Sand King as a core. That's generally a relatively poor timing as a support in the past.
I think we know the real call was the Dark Willow.
Was the Dark Willow.
It got 100% the Dark Willow.
It actually hurt them a bit that Dark Willow got so many kills. They needed the gold on the cores. They actually really needed those items. Imagine that bottom lane, Sand King gets 2 of the kills instead of Willow. Maybe that's a 15-minute Dagger. And who knows? Like, he was needed to set up the fights. It came online way too late. And EG play lanes very well. Great aggressive drafting, really. The moment they see a core that they can counter, they counter it, counter the next one, play super aggressive in lanes, super aggressive in the game. Well-deserved 2-0. They were clearly better in this series.
Well, EG take it. We get to come back in just a bit. Sint and I will stay with you to the very end of the day as we